Hey everyone, Dave here with CivOps Gear, where we review all the EDC gear for everyone from the discerning civilian to the experienced operator. Today, we're looking at a really unique knife from Katsu, made in titanium with carbon fiber and VG10 steel. This is an interesting blade. Stick around, I'm going to tell you all about it. All right, here we are with our Katsu front flipper Japanese style folding knife here. You can see it's got the Katsu logo. Now this knife wants you to believe that it's from Japan, but it's actually made in Yanjing, China. Now this is a very interesting knife. It is made with full titanium scales with carbon fiber inserts on the show side. There is only a pivot and one standoff which hold this knife together. It is a titanium frame lock with a titanium pocket clip. And the pocket clip is usable. It's, you can't quite say it's deep carry, but it's, right up there. It's fairly close, so you can see how little bit of the knife would be sticking out of your pocket. There is only, I believe, one option for the clip on this knife, and that is right hand tip up carry. Now this has a VG10 steel blade, and it does have a really nice action to it. It is a very smooth action. There's certainly no blade play up and down or side to side of any kind. It's got a pretty sharp edge on it, at least most of the way. It's pretty sharp. I might have to do a little number on this, throw it on one of the sharpeners and buff it up. But it's got a really nice smooth action. Now, it does certainly flip, but the problem is it's got this front flipper tab, okay? So, and it's not something that I'm particularly comfortable with. So, if you get more comfortable with this action, you certainly can flip it. One of the issues is that I've noticed in doing this, it's got a very strong detent. And that detent is, if there were a flipper tab up here where we're used to flipper tabs being, it would be no problem. You would fly this thing open, no problem. But this is a little bit awkward in my personal opinion. And so trying to overcome this little bit awkward action on this tab makes the detent a little bit of an issue for me. You have to kind of hold on to the pocket clip here and get your thumb up. It's not one of those front flippers where you can just reach up over the top and flip it. You got to kind of use your thumb, and it's kind of this Japanese style. Now, when it's open, though, I have to say, the pocket clip is a little bit of a hot spot, but not really. What I like is the jimping on the flipper tab. I like that it's ramped up so that your thumb slides right into place, right on that flipper tab, and you've got a pretty good grip. Some people will definitely think the pocket clip is a hot spot for sure, but I really don't mind it. It kind of just falls into place in my hand. If it were not right up on the top, I think it could be a little more comfortable if it were moved downwards a little bit, but regardless, it is where it is. The lockup is really solid lockup. No problem on the lockup at all. There's no play. But again, my only issue really is it's a little bit of an awkward motion to flip it open, and there's a lot of detent. So it makes it sometimes a little bit tough. For me, what's easier than trying to flip it is using the base of my thumb and just pushing it open rather than actually trying to flip it open. You can do it, but like I told you, that detent is really solid. Now it comes to you really nicely centered, all right? It is beautifully centered. And, if you like the style, if you like all the titanium and the carbon fiber inserts. If you like everything about it, you might just have to build the muscle memory to flip that bad boy open, or you might just have to get used to, rather than trying to flip it with the side of your thumb, you might just want to curve it up, use the base of your thumb, and push it open. That's kind of how I use it, all right? I don't think everything needs to be flipped. Sometimes, you know, you have the time to just open up a knife normally. So that's this. This is the Katsu Japanese style razor edge with titanium carbon fiber, VG10 steel. And let's talk about how large it is real quick. This is just about a 4-inch blade. All right, it's, let's see here. That comes in, well, the blade comes to a full 4 inches. The usable blade, the sharpened blade, comes to about 3.9 inches. All right, so just for context, there it is next to a Bic lighter. There it is next to our balls. And here it is next to a Kershaw Blur. And you can see that it's certainly, though it's nice and thin, it's got a nice profile, it is a pretty long knife. It comes in just a hair shy of 9 inches total from tip to the rear of the grip. And it's pretty simple knife, but I'll tell you, there is a decent construction on this. If you're used to, or if you're okay just pushing it open, or if you're okay having to build that muscle memory, then you might dig something like this. It comes to you, like I said, most of it is pretty sharp. I think I'll throw it up on a sharpener and make it really, really, really sharp. But there it is. It's got a nice action. It falls shut. That is the Katsu full titanium carbon fiber VG10 knife right there. Hope you guys enjoyed that. You can pick these up on Amazon for just about $100. If you search on Amazon under Katsu, you will find this guy. And it's about 107, 110, something like that. It's just a hair over $100. But listen, you know what? $100, is that too much for this? It depends. If you don't want anything that's not one of your run-of-the-mill name brand knives, it might be too much. But if you can appreciate that it really is fairly well built and it's all titanium with some carbon fiber and a VG10 steel blade, then no, I think $100 is okay for it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. See you on the next CivOps gear review.